Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Angel and Spirit Guide message reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into this reading, knowing that all these readings come from a place of love, light, and positivity, in order to build you up instead of bringing you down. Because Lord knows that there's enough in this world right now to make you feel scared, overwhelmed, and just terribly afraid. So let us move forward in positivity and in light. So I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also your totem animals for this time. If you see these animals in the wild, or you see an image of these animals, this is your angels and your spirit guides saying, Aquarius, remember this message. So angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the butterfly spirit, which says transformation is beautiful. And we have the elephant spirit, learn from the past. So your transformation from the past is beautiful. From past you into present you is astounding. And you've learned a lot, and you really are moving forward, a lot more wise. A lot wiser and a lot more self-assured than you were before. Now we have your chakra cards. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Well, these two just wanted to be heard. So we have personal power, the, what is this? The solar plexus chakra, there we go, thank you. And life purpose, which is the throat chakra. So you have your solar plexus chakra shining through. You have tremendous power that you're not really tapping into, Aquarius, all the time. So really claim that. And you're moving towards your life purpose as you claim this power. Let's see what your tarot has to say. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So at the heart of everything, we have the King of Shells. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, but your heart is king at this time. So that's really beautiful, and that's powerful, especially for you, Aquarius. The Eight of Acorns, things are changing. The Eight of Wands. Then we have the Five of Acorns, the Five of Wands. Now I'm equating all of these back to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck so that you know which cards they are. Then we have the Four of Crystals. Not the Four of Crystals, the Four of Feathers. That's the Four of Swords. The Nine of Acorns, which is the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Shells, a gift that you are definitely taking that really impacts your heart. The Wheel of Fortune, everything is changing. The Six of Acorns, the Six of Wands. The Empress. And the Three of Crystals, the Three of Pentacles. You have the repeat of the number 3 here. Divinity is guiding you during this time. You might not feel like it is, but divinity absolutely is. It's really moving you towards your heart, towards what you love, towards what you desire. There's a shift, there's a change that's coming about you that's profoundly powerful. There's a sense of needing to leave other people's opinions behind, and this will lead you forward. That's what I'm seeing here, to embrace your heart, your soul, yourself, what you want in the way that you want to be. Now give me just a moment here. All right, sorry about that. The wind blew open the door. So we have the butterfly spirit and the elephant spirit to start off with. The butterfly spirit says transformation is beautiful. The elephant spirit, learn from the past. And you're going to be seeing that your transformation is beautiful, that the dark and the light of it all comes together and is there for a reason. And you're learning from the past. You're learning from past hardships, pains, mistakes, heartbreaks, disappointments, to really move you forward. And it can also be good things from the past, you know. joys, happinesses, laughter, things that you really want to have back in your life or to keep in your life. You're letting that shine through. And you're also realizing that the past is a beautiful part of you. And it's not something to want to be relived, and it's not something to want to run away from, but it's something to be enjoyed. And then that really moves you into your personal power and towards your life purpose. So your personal power shines through. Your solar plexus chakra is strong and able, and you are looking at yourself with determination, and it moves you towards your life purpose, but you're also speaking your life purpose. This is why it's your throat chakra. You're speaking into existence what you like and what you want and what you need in your life. And your throat is opening up, your words are opening up, and you're finding it easier to say the life that you want to create and the way that you want to move forward. And as you do so, you see that each time you conquer a hurdle, each time you move towards your goals, you are moving towards your life purpose. You're climbing that stairway to greatness. And then we have the King of Shells right here. The King of Shells says harmony and integrity. It's the King of Cups. Now, there can be a strong water sign energy at your heart, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, but there's also a strong sense here of your heart being your guiding power. And Aquarius, for you, this is dead on. When your heart isn't your focal point, when you don't listen to what you love and what you want from life, you feel yourself withering. And here, your heart is mighty, and you are mighty, and you are embracing that. And as you do so, you have the Empress coming together. Now, this is your masculine and feminine aspects coming together at this time, the King and the Empress, right? More so the feminine self is the one that you're going to feel comfortable with. The more being behind the scenes, the looking at the prosperity that you want, the embracing your love, the being pregnant with possibilities, really moving you forward. And this is beauty and abundance. But as you embrace harmony and integrity, you move towards beauty and abundance. And that really starts to be the shining factor in your life. And what's really interesting, all right, and you have the Empress here, which in the Rider-Waite Smith deck, she's represented as a pregnant woman, right? And the King of Shells, the King of Cups, is a seahorse, and seahorses carry the young. The male seahorses carry the young in their pouch. So that's kind of cool. These are both showing that you are pregnant with possibilities and, have this tremendous power of creation around you and nurturing and molding that creative power. At your crown is the Eight of Acorns. The Eight of Acorns is energy and results. Now, the Eight of Acorns is the Eight of Wands. Things are moving forward, and you can really feel that. It's intense, it's powerful, it's beautiful. You're moving towards where you want to be, and there's a question towards that because it's kind of like ready or not, here it comes. So you might be caught up in this whirlwind, especially within your mind. It's like, how do I move forward? How do I embrace what I want? How do I get there? And it's kind of like, enjoy this ride. Enjoy that things are moving forward a little bit out of your control at times, yeah. And you might not think it's enjoyable at all, but there is something about it that's going to be astoundingly beautiful and astoundingly satisfying because it leads you to the Six of Acorns, which is success and triumph. It's kind of like, let things move forward. Release old ruts, release old patterns, release things that really Spirit and your angels are saying here, they're not working for you right now. And embrace this success and this triumph. Embrace triumphing within yourself. And really start complimenting yourself for the way that you're moving forward, for how you're not being held back, for how you're evolving, for what you desire. And that's going to be part of your bounty and part of where you want to be. And as you do this, you're going to find that insecurities come up. Yes, most definitely. Aquarius, you are represented by the stars. All right? So in the major arcana, you are represented by the stars. And that is awesome. The sky is the limit. The stars are when ancient man looked up at the sky. It was the highest point of perfection. And still to this day, the stars are breathtaking. Looking up, and they shine. And they're gorgeous. And they're peace, and they're so far away, and yet so inspiring. And that's what you are. You're this beacon of peace and love and light and, beauty. You really are. You're the stars in the sky. But also, it is knowing that the stars aren't always obtainable. So some of the expectations that you have for this world, they're out of reach. Why? Because humanity doesn't always catch up with you, Aquarius. They sit there and they're doing their own thing. And you're saying, why aren't we more evolved? Why haven't we moved forward more? Why can't things be different? And that's a fear that you have. It's like, why am I so different? And so you start to internalize it because you're an air sign. So you start to think and think and think and think. And that becomes a hamster wheel. And so you'll take it all on as it's your fault. Not that it's their fault. Or maybe it's nobody's fault. It's just that you're more evolved than most. And that leads you really to your roots being the 9 of Acorns. Overwhelmed, tired, upset, with everybody else's words coming at you. With your head in your hand, your head bandaged, your arm in a sling. It's like battered and broken. And here, it's power and perseverance. The power to persevere in a world that is a little bit too cruel for you. In a world that sometimes just doesn't make sense. And as you see this and as you claim this power, you embrace the 3 of Crystals, which is the 3 of Pentacles. This is collaboration and productivity. I love that you have the bee right here, which is, in an hourglass. So it is time to get busy. It's time to start cultivating and creating. It's time to embrace paradise. Because in ancient Celtic tradition, bees are a representation of paradise. And so as you move from other people's doubts and fears and anger and hurts and disappointments, as you filter their world from yours, you move towards a paradise of your creating. Now remember with paradise, because Dostoevsky, what did Dostoevsky say? It's like, paradise is like bubbles, we pop them. We're human beings, we pop it. We're like, no, that's not really paradise. No, that's not really paradise. So we're kind of destructive creatures in and of ourselves. And so here, as you are creating your paradise, know that things are going to change. And know that as you collaborate, the people that you want to collaborate with are going to change. And there's going to be this ongoing and forever ebb and flow to what you are creating and the ideal world that you want. And this leads you to the Ace of Shells. Now, the Ace of Shells is a gift that you are absolutely taking, and it's at your heart. It really does empower you. I mean, there's such beauty and such determination. I actually just got goosebumps because it's like you have so much power here for creation and cultivation and the desire to move forward. The desire to have what you want. This is happiness and abundance, and that's what you desire. Happiness and abundance, to move towards more, to create and cultivate more. And then here with the 4 of Feathers, sanctuary and rest. It's like, I need to step back. I need my sanctuary. Because as you have the Ace of Shells coming, and this is also makes perfect sense, because the Ace of Shells is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is a cleansing that comes over. So here you actually might find yourself being highly sensitive, right? And you're going to sit there, and of course, Aquarius, you're going to sit there and say, oh, why am I so sensitive? Oh, buck it up, keep on moving forward. But with the Ace of Shells, know that it's because you're cleansing out a lot of the old hurts, the old pains, disappointments, hardships, despairs. And as you are, you're claiming your power, your beauty, your truth. You're seeing things in a new light. So there's this shift that comes. And as this shift comes, there's a vulnerability that comes forward. And as you look at that vulnerability, you look at yourself. And you look at the 4 of Feathers, which is the 4 of Swords. And it's saying here, look at everything that you've been through. Look at everything that you've overcome. Look at the hurts, the pains, the disappointments. Embrace the sanctuary. You need a place where you can rest your head, where you can be in tune with your body, your mind, yourself, and you can move forward. And as you embrace this, I love that the 4 leads into 2 3s. That's awesome. You embrace power and prosperity. You embrace hard work and dedication. And you find that the world starts to change because you're embracing creativity to its highest point. And you're embracing the endless possibilities for the beauty that you want within your life. And this moves you towards the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is change and possibilities. You are changing and embracing possibilities. You are changing and looking and discovering. The Wheel of Fortune is also, the change of the seasons, the change of the days. It's a wild ride. And I'm not going to joke with you. Sometimes you're going to be like, okay, I want off. I'm done. This has been enough. But life is doing a 180. Things are doing a 180. And you're going to find that by embracing change, but also by embracing you and the power that is you, Aquarius, you're able to do a 180 towards what you truly desire in your life, towards what you need, because you're completing a cycle. And the cycle that you're completing is one that has a release of pain to it, has a release of doubts and fears. Now, this doesn't come from sitting on the couch and eating chips. This comes from, talking with your spirit guides. This comes from talking with your angels. This comes from being brutally honest with yourself and saying the things that you don't want to hear. This comes from realizing that divinity is pushing you forward and seeing the hints that divinity is giving you. And it's like, okay, I'm listening. What change do you want within your world? What change do you need? Because as you're embracing this, you have the 5 of Acorns coming in, the 5 of Wands. These are challenges and growth. These challenges bring growth. But there really is just a sense of you going to them, like roaring like a bear. And I just keep on, seeing my nephew, and that's what he does right now. He goes at anything when he wants its attention. And that's what you're doing. You're like, I'm changing it. I'm not going to be held back. I'm moving forward. And with the 5 of Wands, of Acorns, it's like, okay, cool, this needs to be changed. And you're going to want to do it right away. But here's the thing, especially when the 5 of Acorns is internal, this is a hard change. These are life patterns that you have. And these are things that you look at and you think, well, it's not really that bad. Or, oh, this has always been a part of me. Or, oh, I've always, spoken down to myself. I've always not liked my body. I've always, been insecure. I've always, kind of felt out of my depth. I've always. And it's like, stop. Scream at the nasty, evil voices inside of your head. And say, this is who I am. This is where I am. And I will not spend my life apologizing for me. You come from a place of love and light, Aquarius. Embrace it. Embrace that love and that light, that beacon for yourself. Be the radiant person that you are. Because there's a sensuality to you, a earthy gorgeousness to you, whether you are male or female or however you identify yourself, that is stunning. And it's like, now it's time to get in touch with it. Now it's time to look at kind of what tickles your fancy, what makes your toes curl, and say, this is what I'm embracing. This is what I want. And owning that energy. Because as you do so, you move forward in success, in power, in beauty, in triumph. Your subconscious message is the world. This is fulfillment and celebration. The fulfillment of dreams, the celebration of desires, the seeing that life isn't as limited as it has appeared at times. And also seeing that what has held you back, what you've been afraid of, isn't going to be the chains that bind you anymore. There's a sense of passion, purpose, and power guiding you forward. And as you are guided forward, your subconscious chakra message is forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for being held back. Forgiving those around you for holding you back. Forgiveness. And an embrace of your heart chakra. An embrace of love. Because love is at your center. You're the king and the queen and the empress of love, of passion, of joy, And as you forgive, and as you release, your subconscious chakra message is the sandpiper spirit. Be playful. Be joy. Be beautiful. And don't forget to laugh. Be confident. Be confident. And people will look at that confidence and say, it's not an act. Well, won't see it like, okay, so what I'm seeing is that even if confidence is an act, even if you're doubting yourself with the 9 of acorns, the 9 of wands, rattling in your head, and the 5 of acorns, the 5 of wands coming forward, and like this battle's going on. If you smile, if you laugh, if you embrace joy and say, yeah, I have my stuff to work out, but so does everybody. Nobody comes without baggage. I mean, seriously. You start to embrace a whole new world because it's not just you. And you are so much greater than you give yourself credit for. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.